Wow.
My guess is the bell is still there somewhere. Well, good morning, City of Lakes Rotary. Welcome. Ross, ring the bell. Thank you. The bell, we have a bell now that I'm not there. We got our real bell back. So good to see you all. Those who are here virtually with me, those who are in the room, welcome to our City of Lakes Rotary Club meeting for October 13th, 2021. I am at home because I got a breakthrough COVID case, so I'm sorry I'm not there with you today. But I look forward to joining you back again when I'm out of quarantine. So if you could join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, our reflection, we're going to skip doing the four-way test because the rooters have a little treat for us there. Our reflection today is from Sheila Goffman. Sheila.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me. This is a reading from Meg Whitley called Turning to One Another, and I really think it embodies Rotary and who and what we try to be. There is no power greater than a community discovering what it cares about. Ask what's possible, not what's wrong. Keep asking. Notice what you care about. Assume that many others share your dreams. Be brave enough to start a conversation that matters. Talk to people you know. Talk to people you don't know. Talk to people you never talk to. Be intrigued by the differences you hear. Expect to be surprised. Treasure curiosity more than certainty. Invite in everybody who cares to work on what's possible. Acknowledge that everyone is an expert about something. Know that creative solutions come from new connections. Remember, you don't fear people whose story you know. Real listening always brings people closer together. Trust that meaningful conversations can change your world. Rely on human goodness. Stay together. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheila. All right, next we have the rooters. Rooters, Heather, take it away.
Today we're going to sing the four-way test. Most of you have sung this many times, but there's a little trick to it. You have to start the second phrase with serve. Then you're home free once you get that.
And we're blocking the four-way test, so you have to memorize. We're going to see if you know it.
Maestro, the chord. It's electronic, so it won't work.
You're right.
1, 2, 3. Can you say that it's true and fair to all concerned? Will it serve to build goodwill and better friendships earn? If it's beneficial too, and we're sure that we've done our best, then we'll know that we in Rotary will have met the four-way test. Very good.
Good job. Good job, Rooters. Boy, that probably was the best that sounded in a long time. Thank you for doing that today, Rooters. All right, now we have introduction of guests and visiting Rotarians. Mary Pat, if you're there.
Hi. Hey, Scott. Hey, Scott, I am here. And we have guests this morning with us, so we're excited about that. I do want to just note that Lynn Otis is with us again. Lynn is waiting to get her membership, so we're excited to have you back, Lynn. We also are joined by Ann, and Ann is at Luch? Ann Luce. So Ann, do you want to introduce yourself to the group, please?
Thank you. I'm Ann Luce from the Rotary Club of North Minneapolis, and I am delighted to be here. I know many members here and have worked with many of you before. I am here today to give you the opportunity to purchase both cyclamens and poinsettias for our fundraiser, and all the profits that these beautiful Gertens flowers will gain us will go towards all of our projects in North Minneapolis, which include helping support midwives for African American midwives and midwives of color to support the survival of babies, and also to support women coming out of bondage. So, thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Ann, and thank you for the opportunity that we have to buy those poinsettias. We also have joining us today, Fred Heron. Fred, do you want to introduce yourself? There he is right there.
Good morning. I'm Fred Heron. I'm from Minneapolis South, and I also happen to be the Area 1 Assistant Governor, and I'm here to enjoy the club.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. And we have one more guest, which is Tom Gump from Edina Morningside. Tom?
Good morning. It's great to be with all of you. I love your new location, and the food is wonderful.
All right, we like it too. Thank you. And is there anyone, any guests online? Brock, do you see anyone?
Names I don't recognize, but
Is there anybody online would like to introduce themselves? If you're a guest.
Okay, there you go.
great. Thank you so much, Mary Pat, and welcome guests. Keep bringing those guests. Thank you for doing that, everybody. All right, announcements are next, and I know a big announcement is do not come to Rotary next Wednesday in the morning because we have our foundation event at 5:30 at the Women's Club next Wednesday evening. So sign up for the foundation event. If you haven't done that yet, please sign up as soon as you can so we know who's coming. And it's sure to be a great event. 5:30 next week, 5:30 p.m. next week at the Women's Club. Gary Mosman has an announcement.
One moment.
Your timing is great, Scott.
It always is.
I actually have two. I need two more people for CES Food Shelf. We pack food for their clients, probably going to be 70 or so of their clients on Saturday, October 30th. So I need two more people. If you want to see me afterwards, that's great. Otherwise, shoot me an email. But we have room for two more. With the COVID restricts us to 8 people total, and you do have to wear masks, but it's a great event. So please see me. The second announcement, and I'm going to try to get something out today with a registration page with Brock's help, maybe. We are having our annual Rake, Rattle, and Roll, which is an event for those of you who are newer to the club, family-friendly event where we go and rake a dozen yards in the Longfellow Seward neighborhood of South Minneapolis for individuals who are seniors or shut-ins or otherwise challenged in some way. And they really, really look forward to our coming and helping them clean up their yards. We'll meet at 8:20 at the US Bank parking lot at 2800 East Lake Street on that Saturday, November 6th. And I will send out all the details. I do want you to register because we need to know if we have enough people. And it's really important. Scott said this many times, Bill said this many times, not to put it off to the last minute. I need to know, and I'm just as guilty as you are, but so those are my two announcements.
Great, thank you, Gary. And I know Gail Noakes has an announcement.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to remind you that tomorrow is peer group. And for our guests, our peer group meeting is where a group of us get together once a month for an hour and discuss a prearranged topic. The topic tomorrow is delegation, and kind of behind that is the question, are you still doing some things you shouldn't be and should have someone else doing it? And so if you'd like to join us and you haven't gotten information from me, gail@gailnoakes.com, send me an email and I'll get you signed up. Thanks.
Thank you, Gail. Are there other announcements?
Yes, we have a couple. Let me go to Bill first.
Yeah, the International Service Committee is meeting this Thursday at 30 Bales in Hopkins, and anybody's welcome to attend to see what our group is up to. Thank you.
All right. And I know Greg has an announcement here. Okay, if you'll notice to my right is the lovely and talented Cindy, who's wearing her City of Lakes Rotary Club baseball cap. I brought a supply of them, so I owe them to a number of people, including Ellie Krug, Sanam Mappet, John Pine, John Went. So I've got a few more, Dick Hall. So I have a few more people to deliver these to who have paid for them. And if you did not order a hat, but you would like one, please see me. We've got about 20 extras that will get into the hands of folks who didn't get into our initial order, but would still like a hat. So what do you think? Pretty nice, huh? So just see me, send an email. So thank you. Thanks, Greg. I think that's it, Scott.
All right, thank you, Greg. Those are stylish hats. I've worn mine many times and never when I wear it do I not get a compliment. I always get a compliment when I wear it. It's great. All right, our day chair today is Jeff Roby, who is joining me here online. Jeff is an attorney and a privacy professional. He began a new role as Enterprise Privacy Director 3.5 weeks ago at Best Buy Company. He previously worked for US Bank for nearly 15 years, including the last 5 as legal counsel for privacy and data strategy. When he's not working or hiding at home from COVID-19, he enjoys checking out new restaurants, photography, and spending time with his family. He and his wife, Brianna, have 2 kids, a 5th grade daughter and a son in 1st grade. They live in Southwest Minneapolis and enjoy all that being near the lakes has to offer. Jeff, thank you for being our day chair today.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks for the introduction. It's my pleasure today to introduce our guest speaker. A member of the Monticello Rotary Club since 1994, Marianna Khauv has been putting service above self. Marianna has served as the club's secretary, international service chair, and president. Additionally, she served as a member of the district grant committee from 2013 through 2019 and as Rotary District 5950 Area 13 Assistant Governor from 2016 to 2019. Marianna was born in Taiwan and immigrated to the United States with her parents at age 13. She did not speak English and was amazed by the new culture and environment, especially snow and below 0 temperatures. Marianna and her husband, An, have called Monticello home since 1991. Not only have they raised their 3 daughters, Melinda, Amanda, and Olivia in Monticello, they also have been business owners in the community. With the success of their restaurant and hotel businesses, they soon started finding ways to volunteer to give back to their growing and supportive community. Marianna's theme as the chair of Monticello Chamber of Commerce in 1999 was "You and I working in unity for a better community." This has always been Marianna's approach to Rotary, both locally and globally. Together with the help of the Rotary Clubs of Alexandria, Buffalo, St. Michael, Albertville, and Monticello, Marianna was able to build a total of 3 libraries for schools in rural villages of Cambodia, where there's no running water or electricity. To Marianna, this is a true testimony of the power and potential of people working together of Rotary. So please join me in welcoming Marianna.
Thank you. Not sure where to look to say hello to the Rotarian in Zoom. Hello. Thank you very much for the introduction. Zao. Good morning. Thank you. I was born in Taipei, Taiwan, so my native language is Mandarin Chinese. I'm capitalized as much as I can. And by the way, fortune cookie is just something fun. I never knew there was a such thing until I immigrated to the United States. So thank you. Thank you so much. I am honored and grateful to serve as your district governor this year. And thank you for hosting me. And thank you for Tom and Fred to be here this morning. Thank you. Okay, next. Thank you. My presentation today will include a little bit about my Rotary story, introduction of Rotary International President, Shekhar Mata, and our 21-22 theme, Serve to Change Lives. Little update on the Rotary and save the date on the first ever Tri-District Conference, which will be held in April of 2022 in St. Cloud. And don't forget, we have a Rotary International Convention coming up in June in Houston, Texas. Thank you. Next. Next. Thank you. Thank you. A little bit about me. This picture was taken when I was about 8 years old, and we were celebrating my parents' 10th wedding anniversary. Shortly after this picture was taken, my father suffered a series of strokes. My mother's older brother, my Uncle Robert, was a medical doctor living in Michigan. So he recommended us to immigrate to the United States so he can further assist us with advanced medical treatment for my dad. I'm very grateful to my uncle. And because of that, my dad was able to see me graduate from high school. And next. This is a picture of my family. We were celebrating my mother's 90th birthday. It was in April of 2019. Sadly, she passed away 7 months later. I miss her every day. You see, as a Chinese family, I have lived with her all my life. I lived with her till I got married, and then she moved in with us. She taught me to be grateful for what I have, to give when I'm able, and to pay forward when it is possible. And we have 3 daughters, and they're my inspiration. Watching them on the sideline, they continuously step out of their comfort zone, challenging themselves to achieve their goals. And my husband, On, he escaped from the Pol Pot regime of Cambodia in 1975 when he was just a teenager. He didn't have a chance to go to school, to enjoy what teenagers would do, and to receive proper educations. 20 years later, he had an opportunity to go back to his village for a visit. And he saw the village was in a worse condition than when he left. So he became passionate about promoting literacy. With the help of my Rotary Club of Monticello, along with our neighboring clubs, Rotary Clubs of Buffalo, Rotary Clubs of St. Michael and Albertville, and Rotary Clubs of Alexandria. Together, we were able to build a library for an elementary school in this village. At that time, there was no running water nor electricity. By the way, we built not 1, not 2, but 3 libraries in that village. And next. seeing the children holding on to the books and sitting down in the designated room to read warms my heart. It was exciting to see that. But what touched my heart is the Interact Club in Monticello High School. That's Rotary Club in high school. The fact that they didn't know any of those kids on the other side of the world, but they had a passion to serve. They held on their own literacy walk one afternoon and presented me a $1,200 check the next day so I can purchase school supplies for those kids. That touched my heart. Next. So this year, I'd like to take the opportunity to promote Interact clubs in the high schools. We, as Rotarian, has so much to offer to those high schoolers. The fact we can offer them internship, scholarship, mentorship. We can enhance their application for job or college by offering recommendation letters and service hours. As they graduate from high school, if Rotary can catch their heart beforehand, and they will look for Rotary clubs or Rotary Club to serve. And we got them as Rotarian for life. So please consider to work with your high school counselors, principals, and superintendents to help to form a club and to help to capture the young adults' service for heart. And it's my pleasure to introduce our 21-22 Rotary International President, Shekhar Mata. Shekhar is from India. And as you can see that I am wearing a district governor jacket. Each year, district governor has an opportunity to purchase a jacket. And this year, Shekhar has designed a jacket to be either a traditional jacket or a vest with a little color of Indian flavor. And I have to say thank you to Shekhar, the fact that I have cut down my fashion costs for this year. And Shekhar's theme this year is each one bring one, so we can grow more and do more. How fun is it each of us bring a friend, a neighbor, a coworker, or a family member to join us in Rotary and do projects together to serve your community. Serve to change lives. And this is exactly what this Rotary Club had done in India. In June 30th, their members count was at 43. On July 3rd, they filed paper for members of 86. Each one bring one. It's doable. So give it a shot. Thank you. Next. Let's visit our Rotary vision statement. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe in our communities and in ourselves. Together, people create change, working together, creating impact. And that's exactly what we're doing on the district level. Together, we are a district team. It's not I, it's we. We are the example of succession plan that carry down to the clubs. I am grateful to have District Governor-elect Lloyd Campbell, who is on vacation this week. Otherwise, he would love to be here with us. And the District Governor nominee, Julie Grape. Thank you, Julie. And thank you, Julie, for currently serving as our district trainer. And our immediate past District Governor, Tom Gong, who served as our advisor. And many of you probably already know that my background's in hospitality business. And when I signed up for district governor, it was not forecast that there will be a pandemic. So I am so grateful that we work as a team. And with the four of us, we focus on the district level on the 4 strategic plans, which is increasing impact, expand our reach, encourage engagement, and ability to adapt. And I would love to have our past district governor, Tom Gong, to step up and talk about those 4 strategic plans.
Just quickly, we do have the vision statement. That vision statement operates because we have these action plan priorities, which is impact, reach, engagement, and adapt. So impact is having a big wow there when we do something. So we have our, hey Grant. We have our scale of grants, where we have grants of scale is our new program, where we actually have a water project where we have World Vision putting in money. We have a Rotary International putting in money, and we have, who's the other partner? We have Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So we're trying to do larger grants and do grants of scales. Reach is reaching out in the community, trying to bring more people into the community, whether it be by starting new clubs or as your new member who's coming in. Thank you for joining our wonderful organization. Engagement is what you are doing here every day. You're having your singers in the morning and trying to keep everyone engaged. And adapting is what we're doing now. We have people like Jim Nelson on the screen there instead of in person. So we try from the board level, the trustees, or the Rotary International Board of Directors down to the club, we use these action plan priorities to actually get things done. And we use that in membership, we use it in public image, we use it in foundation. And if you have any questions for me, I'll be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Just hold on. Okay. So this year, my challenge to every club is very simple. Each one, bring one. Every Rotarian, every year, it only takes $25 donation to be accounted for. Let's strive for 100%. You like the public image chair to tell your story to your community. End polio now, and $1,500 per club to help us to end polio. And we have district chairs in each of those sections. We have Doug, Raj, Jeff, and Tim. They welcome your connection with them and to invite them to come and speak with you. And they're here to support your club. I am passionate about end polio. And I brought my Piggy. Piggy hasn't had breakfast yet. Piggy is very hungry for your change. And the change that I collect today stays with you as a kickoff of the $1,500 for the club. So if I can pass it on, and hoping that Piggy will be very full today. I had the opportunity to be a part of an international immunization day in India in January 2020. We visited one of the hospital rooms. It's called the polio corrective surgery room. Through the generous donor, we met two patients. The gentleman in the middle is in his late 20s. The lady's in her mid 30s. They were there through the interpreter is the fact that they were honored and grateful to have the opportunity to walk like normal people. But they are nervous about their future. You see, the gentleman has been on and off street for all his life. That's the life that he knew. What is going to be like if I can walk again like everybody else? What's that going to happen to me? And the lady is in her mid-30s. All her life, she has been hidden at home doing house chore because the family is ashamed of her and the society does not accept her. And as her family getting older, she needs to figure out how to take care of herself. She is very appreciative of the fact that she had the opportunity to walk like a normal person, and maybe she can go out and shop. But she's scared. That's not something she knows how and how to take care of herself. These are the sad stories that we see in the sense. And that's why we were there knocking on door to door in the village, looking for children who are 5 and under and offered them the polio vaccine. 2 drops, just 2 drops of polio vaccine will prevent the children from being crippled. And Rotary made a difference in those children's life. We are here serve to change lives. So thank you. Thank you so much for your continued contribution to end polio. We have World Polio Day coming up on Sunday, October 24th. And our district will hold a second annual virtual scavenger hunt, which will be on Saturday on 23rd and 9 to 10. Please register online. If you can join us, please donate. And it's a fun event. Julie, you wanted to talk about it? I know that you were part of it last year to help us out. Thank you.
Sure. For those of you who weren't able to join the virtual scavenger hunt last year, what happens is you have teams of 2. We film it live, or you're live via Zoom. So you can either be a participant watching on Zoom, or you can actually have a scavenger hunt team. And again, teams of 2. And what you do is you don't get the scavenger hunt list until about 15 minutes before the scavenger hunt starts. So it was really fun last year. So typically one person's doing the hunting and the other person's, kind of filming them on Zoom. So everybody online can see what's going on. And they're looking for things like going into Walgreens and getting purple markers so you can do your purple pinky. You have to make a little sign and have like 2 cars honk or something like that. So it's really just getting out in the community and making sure that everyone more than Rotary knows about ending polio and how passionate Rotarians are. It's a heck of a lot of fun too. Like I said, even if you don't want to be a scavenger hunt team, you can watch online, and we'll have like a running commentary and show some polio videos, and it's just 1 hour. So consider, if you're looking for something to do in 2 weekends, that would be a great thing to do.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you. A little bit about Rotary World. It starts with your Rotary Club. And your club belong to part of the area. We have 11 areas in our district. Each area have assistant governor. And Fred is serving as assistant governor, and thank you for your service. He's here to support your club. And the 11 areas, it's part of District 5950. And we have 67 clubs in our district. Our district belongs to Zone 29. Zone 29 has 16 districts. Zone 29 is paired up with Zone 25B, it's so-called Region 36. There are 17 pairs in the Rotary World. As you can see, Region 36 covers parts of Canada all the way down to Texas. And this is Rotary World. Once you serve your club, we would love to have you join us on our district level and the zone level. And there's much more personal growth and professional development throughout the steps. And just like Tom, and Carol and Tim is now serving on the zone level. Tom is there for the membership, Carol is there for foundation, and Tim is there as Polio Now coordinator. Thank them for your service. Thank you, Tom, for your service. And they're not just serving, they're also having fun. As you can see, Tom is getting ready for Rose Bowl this January.
So your new member who's joining you, she actually has been to the Rose Bowl. How much fun is that?
It was a great experience. First of all, what I really appreciated, which I think ties into Rotary's mission, is how the whole town of Pasadena gets behind the parade and facilitates all the people that come in to build floats, et cetera. So you get to see it at the ground level as the floats are being built, how the flowers come in and how they build it. And it's just an incredible experience. And then when you go to the parade and see how much pride everybody has in their floats, it's just incredible. It is just an incredible experience, and really, I think, kind of supports the whole mission. Absolutely.
So our district formed a new club last year called Global Travelers, and they're all going, well, a group of them are going to be there, and Julie's going to join them. Julie, what are you going to do in Pasadena?
I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do.
There's going to be a battle of the bands. We're going to take flowers and make that float, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to join us, just reach out. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It'll be a fun time. And Save the date for the president-elect and president nominees. This is a North Central President-elect training seminar, which typically held in the March time. But this year we made some change. It will be held only 2 days down in Mystic Lake Hotel Conference Center on February 24th and 25th. It is not really just for the president-elect, but also for the president nominee. If you have both of them attending at the same time, they can share their ideas and work together and build a stronger club. So I thank you for your club. I see that you do have your succession plan. We truly appreciate that. You're such a role model club. Thank you. And save the date on our first ever Tri-District Conference. And the Tri-District is 5950, and the east of us, on the east side of Mississippi, is 5960. North of us are District 5580. Between all three districts, we cover majority of Minnesota. So this is really a Rotarian from Minnesota getting together to get to know one another, share best practices, learn from each other, and maybe potential partners for your future projects. So those, there's about 70 of volunteers have been working on this conference for the past couple of years, pulling it together. It will be a fun event. So please save the date and join us for that. And we have our Rotary International Convention, which will be held in Houston on June 4th to the June 8th. And if you can join us, please do so. And thank you, 谢谢你. Last year, Laura and I was very fortunate to follow Tom around via Zoom most of the time, but was grateful, and we worked together, and we call ourselves the Three Amigos. We're so happy we have we add another amigo this year with Julie. So thank you. 谢谢你. I'll open up for any questions you have. Thank you.
Is it true that the City of Lakes is the best club in the whole district?
Yes, 100%. Yes, it is true. So, Marianna, I was wondering if you could share with us, you've been on what, 40 club visits now?
This is number 38.
38,
Yeah.
close to 40. What are you seeing out there? Are people getting back in person? Are people meeting via hybrid? Are they just staying on Zoom? What do you see?
Thank you for the questions. Out of the 38, I believe we have 4 that's strictly Zoom, but most of them are hybrid. As we've went further out of the metro area, people seem to be more together in person. And I think mainly because not familiar with the technology, so we're trying to push the technology to them, and they end up with only 1 or 2 people on Zoom. They're like, the heck, we'll just meet in person. But yes, people are pivoting through this, and this definitely is the year that we are re-engage everyone. So thank you all for being here too.
Russ has a question.
Yes, I'd like to have you share a little bit. Across Rotary, because of the pandemic, a lot of clubs have lost a lot of members. Membership was down, but in recent times, through the efforts of the district governors, particularly yourself and Tom, started new clubs. And so we kind of made up for a little bit with our innovative clubs. Would you give us a perspective on, is that unusual in districts that we were able to kind of hold on to members by adapting and creating innovative clubs?
Thank you, Russ, for the questions. Yes, during the pandemic time, like one of the strategic plan that we have was to increase ability to adapt. And thanks to Tom, this was a challenging year for all of us, but it was very creative of finding ways to re-engage everyone virtually. So we have gained membership through virtual clubs like Anti-Human Trafficking Club. Those are the cost-based clubs. And then we have Empowering Women Club. And then we have a Rotaract Eco Club. And all those brought in new members to Rotary, and definitely, and at the end, we net gained in July 1 that we had members. So we are grateful to the district line for being innovative and looking at those virtual clubs. And we continue to build onto that. I think the latest one was the Global Travelers Club that Tom has mentioned, that they are going to Pasadena.
I think we have a question online, Brock.
No, it's just me. Marianna, as you know, Minnesota is a great state to live in, but we have really bad disparities among members of different racial groups here, different opportunity gaps, achievement gaps, et cetera. What is Rotary doing at the district level to help address these racial disparities?
We have worked diligently about promoting DEI, diversity, equality, and inclusion. And we set ourselves as an example of that. And having Roy and myself presenting out there, letting people know we don't see colors, we don't see, we see equality, everyone. And we continue to promote that. It's a deeper conversation, and the fact that we include everyone as what we're going to have or working on a newest club is the Minnesota Pride Club, and the fact that we don't see the difference. We see that we are Rotarians working together to serve our communities, and so I am grateful to continue on that mission. Thank you.
Scott has a question. Go ahead,
I was
Scott.
just wondering if Fred could talk a little bit about Area 1, what clubs are in Area 1, and what, if anything, we should know is going on in Area 1.
Well, that's a good question. I'm out and about like I am today to meet the clubs and see what they're going on. I don't have a great detailed pitch about what each club is doing. I'm not quite that far along in my mission yet. But what I have seen thus far, and what we're trying to promote, is the club presidents and the clubs know what they're best at. And I've asked them to continue to do those kind of things. I know that the opportunities abound. And so my job has been to act as an enabler and say, look, what do you want to do? Where have you done it? Who does this better than anybody else? And try to make those kind of matchups so they can continue to move and to grow forward. Our challenge in Area 1, at least for not this club, but a couple others, is relatively small clubs. Members are fairly long in tooth, and we need to find a way of getting some of the younger set to be part of our grand experience. So that's the thing I hope we'll start looking at when we have our events. Like I know my club, the South Club, just had a table at the farmer's market. A wonderful exercise in fertility. We try to get something to happen, but it's those kinds of steps that we need to take to move forward. So I'm hoping that other clubs will see that and continue to move outside of their own boxes and try to grow. So hopefully we continue to move forward.
Questions in the audience?
If I can add on to that, thank you, Fred. The fact that I served as assistant governor in the past, it's a tough role, but you're trying to engage other clubs in close by and to fill the community, bigger community, working together, support one another's project. And that's the focus of working as member helping member, in a sense. We are all big Rotary family. There's no secrets. If something is successful, that's share, and then that's repeat what that works. So thank you.
All right, is there any other questions online? Not seeing any.
All right. Not seeing any. Let's have a round of applause for our district governor, Marianna. Thank you so much, Marianna, for being with us today. I do want to say, Marianna, it's appropriate that you have a pig there for donations for Polio Plus, because we have entered into a competition with the Cedar Rapids, Iowa Club to see which club per capita can raise more money for Polio Plus this year. surrounding the Minnesota-Iowa game. And the winner will get our Traveling Floyd the Pig trophy, which I'm sure will remain with our club because we are, of course, the greatest Rotary Club in the world. And we won't let Cedar Rapids beat us in raising money for Polio Plus. So again, thank you, District Governor Marianna, for being with us today. Tom Gump, thank you for being here. Fred, thank you for being here as well. I will ask Ross to pull a book for you, District Governor Marianna, to sign. And that book will go to a third grader who will have a book of their own to read and donate it to the Way to Grow group here in Minneapolis that provides assistance to third graders. And we will also provide you, I hope, with a bookmark that is made in Haiti by a group that we support in Haiti. Again, do not show up next week in the morning at the Women's Club, but be here at the Women's Club at 5:30 for our foundation event. It's going to be a great event, and I know none of you will want to miss that. I want to thank Sheila today for the reflection. Jeff Roby, thank you for being our day chair. Zoom masters, Brock and Ross, thank you so much. And Mary Pat, as always, thank you for your great work as club administrator. I'll let Ross ring our new bell, which I haven't even seen yet. And all of you have a great Rotary week. Thank you.